Hi guys, welcome to another video of TestNG. In this video, I will tell you how to write first test case in TestNG. So far we have learned about how to install and set up the TestNG. If you haven't seen that video, you can go to the pinned comment and watch that video of how to install TestNG. So let's see how to write the test cases in TestNG. So in the last video, I've already installed the TestNG in my system. Let's create a new class. So I will choose this project and will simply create a class. I will name it as first. You can name it anything, but it should be relevant. And in the previous video, you have seen that every time we select this public static void main option, but in case of TestNG, we don't need that. So just write the test case name and click on finish. So class has been created. Now you need to simply write a function. So I will write a function public void, and you can name this function anything. I will write xyz. Simple. And then I will write simple print command system.out.println, and I will simply print this is a test case. Okay. Now in order to make it a test, this is simple this simple statement I'm telling you just to teach you guys that how to write the test cases. So in order to do that, we will use our first annotation in TestNG, which is test. So whenever you start a annotation, it will always start with @ sign. So you will write @ and T caps test. So now this function is created as a test case. So you can see that there is an error coming out of test. I will simply hover my mouse over there and you will get the various options to remove this. So first is to import the test from TestNG annotation. In the previous video, we have already installed the TestNG, so we can simply import the test one. But as soon as we will do that, it will remove the error. I will press Ctrl S and let's start running this. Now you will see this. So see, in the previous test cases, it was just the execution, but there was no control. Let me just make it a little bigger so that you can see that. So now it has given me a report as well. This is the most important thing of TestNG, where you can see the reporting. So see, this is a test case. I put a space here, and it is passed because this statement printed successfully. So this test case is passed. Similar way we will use in our Selenium test cases. In this video, I'm just telling you how to write the test cases. See this default test, and there are test runs. How many test cases were there? Only one. And it is passed. Failures are 0 and skips are 0. So this is how you can write the test case. You can also write the test case description as well. So simply you need to do that after the test annotation, just start a bracket and put description is equal to, and description will always be in a string. You can put it anything. Demo test to teach. So once you will, this is how you can write the test description. So I will simply run it again, and this time the test case will pass, of course, and you can see this is a test case. This is our statement that is executed, and it is passed xyz, means this was the test case name and it's passed, and underneath it is giving me the description of this test case as well. And this is the report that it has run and it is passed. 0 are failed and 0 are skipped. Similar way we will write another test case. I will simply copy this thing completely so that I can reutilize it. I will make small changes. Description equals another demo test to teach. So we can't have two functions with same name, so I will name it as ABC. This is another test case. Okay. So let's run this. So we have two test cases now. This is my first test case and this is my second test case. So let's run them and see what happens. I will tell you a very interesting observation this time. So let's run. As soon as I run, so both the test cases are passed, 0 are failed and 0 are skipped. Okay. So, but interesting thing is, it is first executed. Even though I wrote this test case first, it executed this test case first and then this case. This is because TestNG by default run the test cases alphabetical order. So in this case, this test case name was ABC and this was XYZ. Alphabetically this was bigger than this, so that's why it executed this ABC first and then this XYZ. In case if you want to control this thing on how to in which order I should run my test cases, this is also you can do. For this you need to set the priority of the test case. So if I will write priority is equal to 1 for this test case, and similar way priority is equal to 2 or any number which is greater than 1. Here I will write 2. So in the last execution it executed ABC first and then XYZ with the description as well. And let's see what happens this time. Now I set the priority. So let's see. It's running. Both the test cases are passed, 0 are failed, 0 are skipped. But in this case, it has executed XYZ first and then ABC. Okay, this is a test case. This is output for this, and this is another test case. So this is how you can control the execution of test cases, in which order you want to test. And also we have learned that how you can put the test case description, and the most important thing which we have learned is how to use the first annotation, which is test annotation. So this is how you can write the test cases in TestNG and you can execute it, and you can execute it in whichever order you want. In this example, see, if I will put the priority as 10. So now which priority is high? This one. So this is higher and this is lower. So it will execute ABC first and then XYZ. Let me show you. See this. So it has passed ABC first. This is the ABC description, and it has passed XYZ after that. And because we have changed the priorities, the lesser the priority with not the test case will be, the more prior it will run. So this is how you can write your simple test case in TestNG, and this is how you can set the priority and description. So this was a very simple topic. We will cover more in the next video. So stay tuned. If you like the video, please like the video on YouTube and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in my next video.